That's what child support is for. You have a child. I have a child. You know, how old is your boy now?
3.
Now, you know how much it is roughly to take care of him. And
£160 a week.
you need £160 per week for him.
Yeah. And for us when we step out.
So you see? You said us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for the child.
Well, for the child by himself.
Yeah, for the child by themselves.
It's not a lot of money.
It's minimal, isn't it?
It's literally, it's like rolling costs that don't change every week. It's like maybe like £50.
Right, exactly. So to actually take care of a child, because that's what child support's for, it's to support the child. So if I'm giving you a crazy amount of money, who's that money for? It's for the mother.
Yeah, to make her life easier.
To make her life easier. It's not for the child. And child support is supposed to be for the child.
Homes have way better outcomes than single mother homes, but still custody law in this country is effed. Now, obviously a 2-parent household is best, bar none, and it's not always a woman's choice to be a single mother. There are a lot of deadbeat dads, but why is it that when a couple's getting divorced, custody overwhelmingly goes to the mother? Meanwhile, kids in single mother households are 5 times more likely to commit suicide, 9 times more likely to drop out of high school, 10 times more likely to abuse drugs, 14 times more likely to commit rape, 20 times more likely to end up in prison, and 32 times more likely to run away from home. All of this when single mothers have way more resources than single fathers. They also tend to be better educated than the fathers, but make less money. Because, oh yeah, kids living with a single mother are twice as likely to live in poverty than with a single father. And all of this when 1 in 4 American kids live in a single parent household, and 80% of those households are single mothers. The problem in America is not toxic masculinity. It is the absence of it.
The problem in America is not toxic masculinity, it's the absence of it.
It's a great finishing line, isn't it? As you heard, I've been through statistics as well, and you guys can all go through the statistics, and you can find that children that are raised in single mother homes do less better than children raised by either their father alone or in 2-parent households. Now, I know that is not generally a statistic that a lot of single mothers want to hear, but it is the facts. The facts are, if you are raising your child or children without their father around, or keeping their father out of their life for whatever reason, if you're going into your feelings and you're alienating the father of your child and you're doing all of these things to stop men from seeing their child, your child is more likely to be a rapist. Your child is more likely to be homeless. Your child is more likely to have behavioral problems. Your child is more likely to go to jail. Now, you have to ask yourself as a mother, do you prefer to upset the father of the child because of your feelings, because you two broke up in the wrong way and you hate him and you don't like the fact that he's got a new family or whatever it is? Do you prefer to sit in that, or do you prefer your child to have a stable upbringing? In my experience as I consult men, Jesse, right, I've seen a lot of women that hate their children more than that hate their father of their children more than they love their children. I've seen it. I've seen them take all of that hate and, direct it towards a father while neglecting the child. And I'm like, do you love your child or your children more than you hate this man? And a lot of the time, a lot of the mothers that I hear and I speak to, and the fathers that I speak to, it seems as if a lot of the mothers hate the men more than they love their children. It's crazy, brother.
I never thought about it like that, but that could actually be a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing. I mean, I know from my experience as a father, sometimes I've had to think that. I've thought to myself, like, do you hate me more than you love our child? Like, because the way you're acting is that you're actually neglecting what the child needs, as in the child needs a father. Why would you stop that from happening? And I said, as someone who's gone through it in their personal life and somebody who consults men, it seems to be on epidemic proportions right now. Like I spoke about before and saw, 200 fathers, bro, a day are removed.
I didn't know there were that many people in the world. We should have 200 a day. I'm joking. There's a comment from young Billy Pippin, who essentially saying that it's not the lack of a father, but the lack of money. So if you have a single, I'm paraphrasing, I'll get the comment up on the screen. What am I being so
Yeah,
lazy
go on.
for?
Let's
The
hear it.
comment says, show me any evidence or statistics that suggests that white kids with no fathers are worse off or behave more negatively. There is none, because the lack of a father is not a problem. It's a lack of money.
No.
And they go
Those
on
statistics
to
are.
say a woman can raise a kid on her own just fine if she has the money.
Who's that from?
Young Billy Pippin.
No, that's not statistically correct.
Well, just think about it for a moment. Do you think that could be the case?
No, because money does not substitute a father's love. And money does not substitute a father's discipline. Money does not substitute a father's presence in any household. It doesn't. Children need discipline. Children need guidance. Children need to be directed. They need to be molded. Money doesn't do
You
that.
say money can't substitute it, but one of the main issues when parents split up is child support monies. So
Mhm.
it is some kind of substitute, I guess.
No, it just makes the mothers, a lot of the time, it makes the mother's life easier. That's what child support is for. You have a child, I have a child. You know, how old is your boy now?
3.
Now, you know how much it is roughly to take care of him. And
£160 a week.
you need £160 per week for him.
Yeah. And for us when we step out.
So you see, you said us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for the child.
Well, for the child by himself.
Yeah, for the child by themselves.
It's not a lot of money.
It's minimal, isn't it?
It's literally, it's like rolling costs that don't change every week. It's like maybe like £50.
Right, exactly. So to actually take care of a child, because that's what child support's for, it's to support the child. So if I'm giving you a crazy amount of money, who's that money for? It's for the mother.
Yeah, to make her life easier.
To make her life easier. It's not for the child. And child support is supposed to be for the child. And a lot of sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, because a little while ago I found out how much some people I know pay in child support.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wow, it's like a couple £100 every month. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's not enough. But then I actually sat down,
Of course it is.
and I calculated how much money I spend on my boy every month, and like, it's not.
It's minimal.
So when people say, "Oh yeah, no, I can't have a child because I ain't got the money," it's not as much money.
No, it's because you as an individual want money.
Yeah.
And that's so funny. I actually remember when I broke up with my son's mum, and because I was paying the rent in the house, right? I was paying the rent in the house. And when I left, I had to pay rent in my own house. So I couldn't pay rent in her house anymore.
Yeah.
But I remember we agreed a fee. How much you need a month for him? He needs X a month. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, cool. That's fine. And then in about 2 months, she realized, oh shit, actually, I need some more. And I'm like, no. Because now what you're asking me to do is to substitute your lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a child initially, there's a big outlay because you need equipment that you never had before. I'm assuming it's your first child, so you know you need things that you've never had to buy before. And every now and again, you got to like buy new things. Like clothes.
New things.
Yeah, but just the general weekly unchanging money.
It's minimal.
It's very minimal.
Of course it is.
Yeah, believe me.
And the thing is, that's the thing about that is actually the thing about this thing when I talk about child support and I consult men. I think a lot of women out there, when it comes to their children, they want money for them. They don't want money for the child because, like we said, the child's upkeep is minimal.
Crazy.